Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe and press the notification bell. The Honda Africa Twin CRF1100L is not just a motorcycle, it's a legacy on two wheels, a machine that echoes with the roar of the Dakar Rally and the spirit of adventure that defines the soul of long-distance exploration. Since its rebirth in the modern era, the Africa Twin has carved out a unique place in the highly competitive adventure bike segment by blending true off-road capability with everyday practicality, and it continues to impress with its rugged reliability, intuitive electronics, and a design that embraces both tradition and innovation. With the latest iteration, the CRF1100L, Honda has refined the formula even further, creating a motorcycle that's built to handle anything the world throws at it, be it treacherous mountain passes, remote desert tracks, or endless stretches of open highway. This is a bike made not just for riding, but for discovering the planet in ways few other machines can match. Powering the Africa Twin is a refined 1084cc parallel twin engine that embodies the ideal balance between usable torque and smooth delivery. Unlike many high-displacement adventure bikes that sacrifice low-end control for peak horsepower, the Africa Twin gives riders exactly what they need where they need it. Whether you're rolling off the throttle on a tricky descent or gunning it through a deep sand trail, the engine feels predictable, responsive, and willing to comply with your commands. It generates around 100 horsepower and 105 Nm of torque, figures that may seem modest on paper compared to some of its larger European competitors, but in real-world conditions, this bike's powertrain proves to be more than adequate, especially when off the beaten path. This isn't a bike designed for drag races, it's designed for conquering continents. One of the most unique aspects of the Africa Twin's personality is its available dual-clutch transmission, DCT, a system that many riders were skeptical about when first introduced but has since become one of Honda's standout features. The DCT allows for automatic shifting with the precision and timing of a skilled rider, and it includes multiple modes to suit your preference, so whether you want to fully automate the ride or take control via paddle shifters. On long journeys through variable terrain, DCT can be a game changer. It frees your left hand from constant clutch work in city traffic and removes the need to think about gear changes when you're focusing on technical off-road challenges. Of course, for purists who want the full engagement of a manual gearbox, Honda still offers a 6-speed transmission option that is equally satisfying to use, with the light clutch and smooth, positive shifts. The Africa Twin isn't just about what's under the tank, it's about how the whole package works together to create a seamless adventure experience. The lightweight semi-double cradle frame, combined with a bolt-on aluminum subframe and a slim profile, helps keep the bike maneuverable despite its adventure touring size. Even with a tall stance and long suspension travel, the bike feels impressively agile on tight trails and twisty roads. It's a machine that encourages exploration by offering confidence, even in less than ideal conditions. The suspension setup is particularly noteworthy, featuring long travel shoulder components that soak up rough terrain without compromising high-speed stability. Whether you're jumping rocks, crossing streams, or blasting through gravel-fire roads, the suspension offers a plush yet controlled ride. Riders can opt for an electronically adjustable suspension version on the Adventure Sports model, allowing real-time tuning at the push of a button. When it comes to off-road capability, the Africa Twin is purpose-built. The 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheel combination is ideal for navigating rocky paths, deep ruts, and muddy tracks. These spoked wheels are tubeless for easier repairs during long trips and offer the durability needed when you're thousands of miles from the nearest service center. The ground clearance is generous, and the bash plate and handguards provide real-world protection and not just aesthetic flair. Honda's traction control system, known as Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, offers multiple levels of adjustment and can be fine-tuned on the fly. Paired with switchable ABS, off-road riding modes, and wheelie control, these rider aids help make the Africa Twin more accessible to newer riders while giving seasoned veterans the freedom to push the limits. The bike's electronics suite is modern yet intuitive. Dominating the cockpit is a large 6.5-inch color TFT touchscreen display, which offers full smartphone integration via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Navigation, media, and communication are all at your fingertips, and the screen's layout can be customized to show you only the information you care about most. Just below this is a secondary LCD that displays key data such as fuel range, gear position, and speed, ensuring that critical information remains visible even when the main screen is being used for other functions. cruise control, a necessity for long-distance touring, come standard, and additional features such as heated grips and a USB charging port further enhance the touring experience. Comfort is paramount on any long-range motorcycle, and the Africa Twin doesn't disappoint. The ergonomics are spot on for extended days in the saddle. The upright riding position reduces fatigue, the wide handlebars offer excellent leverage off-road, and the adjustable windscreen helps mitigate wind buffeting at highway speeds. The seat is firm enough for all-day support without being harsh, and there's enough room for both the rider and passenger to stretch out on long hauls. Riders of varying heights can choose between standard and low seat options, and thanks to the bike's relatively narrow waist, getting a foot down at stops is easier than on many competing bikes. The Adventure Sports model also adds features such as a larger fuel tank, electronically adjustable suspension, and a taller windscreen, ideal for those who plan to truly live on the road. Long-distance riders will appreciate the Africa Twin's respectable fuel efficiency and large tank capacity, offering a range of over 250 miles between fill-ups. This is essential when you're exploring remote regions or countries where fuel stations can be few and far between. And because Honda engineered the bike for low maintenance and long service intervals, you can count on reliability over thousands of miles with minimal worry. The robust build quality, weather-resistant components, and dependable engine design mean you can take this machine from the Arctic Circle to the Sahara Desert with total confidence. Styling-wise, the Africa Twin strikes a balance between rugged utilitarianism and rally-inspired flair. It doesn't scream for attention, but it doesn't blend into the crowd either. The dual LED headlamps with DRLs give it a fierce, determined look, and the fairing design is both functional and attractive. The bodywork flows naturally, and every panel feels like it serves a purpose, whether for aerodynamics, protection, or aesthetics. Color schemes like the iconic red, white, blue tricolor livery pay homage to Honda's Dakar roots while signaling this machine's global ambitions. Every detail, from the engine guards to the radiator shrouds, feels like it was designed with real-world riding in mind. As competition heats up in the adventure segment, with bikes like the KTM 890 Adventurer, Yamaha TA copyright NA copyright RA copyright 700, BMW F850 GS, and Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro, the Africa Twin continues to distinguish itself through its balance. It doesn't aim to be the fastest or most powerful, but it provides one of the most well-rounded packages in its class. It's a bike that doesn't intimidate, yet offers enough performance to thrill experienced riders. It doesn't overwhelm with tech, but gives you the tools to ride safer, longer, and farther. It may not have every bell and whistle out of the box, but Honda's extensive accessory catalog allows you to outfit it to your exact needs, whether you're a weekend trailblazer or a full-time globetrotter. Beyond the specs and the features, what really makes the Honda Africa Twin CRF1100L special is the experience it offers. It's a bike that invites you to leave the asphalt and explore the unknown. It encourages detours, welcomes rain and mud, and thrives in conditions where others might hesitate. It's a bike that reminds you why you started riding in the first place, the thrill of the open road, the call of distant horizons, and the quiet satisfaction of self-reliance. Every ride becomes an adventure, every destination a new chapter in the journey. The Africa Twin isn't for everyone, and that's exactly what makes it such a compelling machine. It speaks to a certain kind of rider, someone who values the journey as much as the destination, someone who doesn't need to arrive first but wants to see more along the way. It's a bike that has earned its reputation not through marketing hype but through decades of performance in the real world. Whether you're exploring remote mountain trails, riding through rain-slicked city streets, or planning a cross-continental tour, the CRF1100L is up to the task. Ultimately, owning an Africa Twin isn't just about having a motorcycle, it's about embracing a lifestyle of adventure, curiosity, and independence. It's about choosing the path less traveled, knowing you have the machine to get you there and back. The 2025 Honda Africa Twin CRF1100L continues this tradition with quiet confidence, ready to carry you wherever your dreams dare to go. In an era where motorcycles are often defined by excess and complexity, the Africa Twin stands tall as a reminder that the best adventures begin with a simple idea: go. Thanks for watching and wait for the next video.